Hello. Good. Today it's a bit of a different day because I am doing a tag, and it has been forever since I did a tag last. But I was tagged by Jim's books, reading and stuff in his tag about the March of the Mammoths. I am not like hardcore participating in this one, but I think it's fun to do this tag, so I am answering the questions anyway. So the first question is, are you currently reading a mammoth? And no, I am currently not reading a mammoth. And the second question is, what is the biggest book you have ever read? And I'm not sure. I think it's either this one, A Suitable Boy, which is my copy is 1,474 pages, or it's War and Peace. I don't know. I think in terms of pages, Suitable Boy was higher, but I read this in paperback and War and Peace in hardback from the library. So yeah, in terms of words, I don't know, but it's one of those two. Next question is, what is the smallest book you have ever read? And according to my story graph, that would be The Arrangements by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, which was a short story. I think if you have it in paper, it's maybe less than 10 pages. And it was about Trump and his wife, and his relationship with his wife, and it was a satire. The fourth question is the size of a book intimidating? And in some ways it is, because it's a bigger commitment than smaller books. But in other ways, I think it is. It's not so much the size of the book. To me, it also is that the fact that most of the big books that I read, not all of them, but most of them, are classics, and classics are intimidating in its own right. So that is like a little bit of a double-edged sword. The fifth question is the size a consideration when deciding what to read next? Yeah, definitely. I think that not because I would put them off, but because of schedules and things. If I have a very busy week, for example, I will not want to read a mammoth. If I'm moving around a lot, I will not want to read a mammoth because I have to carry the book back and forth. I do like to carry big books when I'm traveling, because if I don't like to bring books that I'm in the middle of. I think that's a waste of space, all the pages that you have already read and you have no use of. So I always start a book when I travel, and I like to immerse myself in the stories. So it is very nice when it's a big book and I can just do that. But at the same time, depends on the size of my luggage and if that big book fits. Yeah. It is a consideration, but not in the sense that it's a negative consideration. It's just, it's a big commitment, and not, you don't always have the time to focus on one single book for a week or two. So that's, yeah, definitely plays a role. How many pages is the book you are reading now? So right now I'm reading Pale Fire by Vladimir Nabokov, and this is for my book club, and this one is 245 pages. And so definitely not a mammoth, but yeah, it's a very interesting book. Like, it's very weirdly formatted, let's say. The next question is, what is the average length of the books you read? On the top of my head, I would say 300 pages is the average length of the books I read, but we can check what was the average length of the books I read in last year, for example. So the average length of the books I read in 2024 was 297 pages. So yeah, around 300 pages sounds right. So the next questions are not about the books, but about the mammoth, and the question number 8 is, do you think humans will bring back mammoths from extinction? And I think we are capable. But number 9 is, do you think they should? And I think we shouldn't, because we always mess up things and under evaluate the consequences of our actions. That's why we are in the messes that we are. See climate change, see the ozone layer, see like the destruction of that biodiversity. Those are things we do because we don't fully understand the consequences of our actions. So no, I don't think we should. And question number 10 is tag some people. I am going to tag Book the Booker, and I am going to tag Camila from Hestier Books, and Heidi from My Reading Life. So yeah, I hope you all do this tag, and until next video, bye!